Hello, beautiful souls. I feel drawn to do a reading. So chances are if you see this video, then there is a message for you. As always, use your own intuition. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Ultimately, you are responsible for your own life decisions. And your intuition is the most power and control that you have. So, okay. Interesting. So the first two cards that came out, first one is hostilities, and the second one is appreciation. So I'll use the tarot to clarify, but initially just really what I'm getting off of this energy is that I feel like maybe some of you have been not in a great place with your energy. Maybe you have been focusing more on the negatives, or people have been like invading your energy field, and you're allowing them to affect you more than what you typically do. And this has been frustrating and has resulted in hostilities and anger and frustration. And the more that we feed into those things, the more it snowballs. So I feel like what Spirit is trying to say is that in order to shift that energy, which I feel like has been a snowballing effect for you, and once we're in that state, and then we tend to attract more of it because that's the energy we are giving off or feeding into, so it gets reflected back to us. So I feel like the advice from Spirit right now is that appreciation, to take a few minutes out to meditate, to try and shift your energy, and the best way in doing so is to show gratitude for the things that are going well, right? So I'm going to clarify with tarot. Yeah, so the Two of Wands came out, actually flew back this way, and then the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like with this card, it's just confirming, like I said, leaving that old energy behind, those thoughts, those behaviors, those patterns that no longer serve you, right? And moving forward, looking ahead. And the Knight of Wands, she's very much like in just her energy's fun, it's fiery, it's enthusiastic. She's enjoying life. It doesn't seem like she has a care in the world about everything else that's like kind of going on around her. And I'm drawn to the fire, right? So I feel like, yes, maybe there's like all this fire around her and she doesn't even care, she's so in her own world and just enjoying herself. So hostilities, fire, maybe there's all this fire that you feel like you have to put out or deal with, and she's living her best life and not even noticing. There's fire right near her hand, and she's just still enjoying life. So the Knight of Cups also came out, which tells me, so the Knight of Cups, I feel like, is saying to like focus. I almost get a sense of like self-love, self-care, loving yourself, loving like your gifts. Something about like gifts, like all you have to offer, appreciation. It's interesting because I'm drawn to the flowers in their hands. I was also drawn to the horses as well. So maybe that means something more to you. Roses. Okay, let's keep going. So Death came out, and the Five of Cups, and the Fool. So I, again, strongly feel just making the choice to leave the hostilities, that energy behind. And in doing so is going to create a death and a rebirth. And new beginnings will start for you. But I feel like it's an action step. It's something you have to do. And Spirit is just reminding you, so the Five of Cups, like, she's kind of just stuck in her own demise, like her own anguish. But in doing so and being stuck in that energy, which I'm tying to this hostilities, is that she's missing this cup of abundance right here. It's right behind her and she's missing it. So, okay. I think that is all. Thanks for watching. Love and light.